Good morning, how are we doing today? I've got one question for you, and it is, if you could have one prehistoric fish in Jurassic World Evolution 3, what would it be? Now, as it stands in Jurassic World Evolution 2, we got two prehistoric fish, that being the Dunkleosteus as well as the Megalodon. But there are so many different fish that we could have seen added to the game, some large, some medium, and some small, because we actually don't have anything that's really small in the lagoons like we do on land and also in the aviaries, that being like the Compsognathus as one of them, and then the other one as Jaileropterus. Now, we never actually got anything tiny, but we could have. But to be honest, my main wish is not tiny at all. If anything, it was known to be a problem when searching what kind of creature it was, and was originally mistaken as a kind of stegosaurid. Now, the creature I'm on about is Leedsichthys problematicus. Now, the reason why it's got that name is, like I said, it was a bit of a problem. That's the problematicus bit. And Leedsichthys means Leeds fish. Not because it was discovered in Leeds, but it was discovered by a person called Alfred Leeds. Now, this is a fish I really like the look of. It is huge, it's really cool, and yeah, let's talk a bit more about it. My first introduction to Leedsichthys was Sea Monsters, a Walking with Dinosaurs trilogy back in 2003. And when I first saw it, I was in awe with it and could not wait to learn more about it. So I was searching around through lots of different books and various other documents on Leedsichthys. Now, it's one of those, again, it's a problematic fish because it is cartilage is what it's mainly made of, and that doesn't really fossilize too well compared to the likes of bones. Now, this still hasn't stopped us from learning too much about it. So we have seen that it is a filter feeder from certain fossils that we found, as well as being able to kind of guess the size of it. Now, it's either to the point where it's the sort of a little bit bigger than a whale shark, to almost being the size of a humpback whale, which is still truly a massive fish. Because the only other biggie, man, I can't get my words out today, but the only biggest fish that we've actually come across really is a Megalodon, and that's a whopping fish. So these two fishes are quite big, and obviously we have a Megalodon within the game itself. So could you imagine Leedsichthys being in Jurassic World Evolution 3? I'd have loved to have seen it in Jurassic World Evolution 2, almost to the point when I saw the tail in the teasers leading up to the Aquatic Species Pact, I was really hoping that we got to see it. Instead we got Dunkleosteus, which is a really cool fish on its own right, and something I really do enjoy in this game, hence why in the background you can see me making a lagoon system for it, and all the theming and everything's just there's a bit of decoration, because there's not too much you can still do in lagoons, but hopefully by the time we get Jurassic World Evolution 3, there might be a lot more we can do with our marine reptiles and our fish and various other creatures that we could get in that game. But going back to Leedsichthys, if you didn't see it in the Sea Monsters series, then there is a good chance you probably might have come across it in Ark when it's savagely attacked your raft as you've been trying to sail along quite calmly. And that is a truly terrifying experience, because that is a monstrous size in that game. Again, it's going to be a big size anyways. So it's one of the biggest fish I've always wanted within Jurassic World Evolution 2. Now, I know there's a few mods out there adding it into the game, but I haven't got around to modding. Like I always tell people, I'm a little bit scared of mods. I don't want to break my game, but at some point I'm probably going to be less chickening out and maybe having a look at these species mods, especially because Leedsichthys would be one of those things I'd love to mess around with. So how do we go around adding Leedsichthys into Jurassic World Evolution 3? So let's start off with its diet. Now, this thing could eat plankton. It's even suggested it could even swallow up whole schools of fish. Now, that's really incredible in itself and would be very interesting to see. So they could just make it so there is fish feeders in the game, which would be nice, simple, easy. They could even add plankton feeders or filter feeding opportunities into the game itself, and that could bring us onto other species of marine life into the game, which we can always cover on probably what would be my extensive lagoon wish list. Now, going on to lagoons there, the question is, would this creature fit into a lagoon? We would have to make truly massive lagoons as it is. The Mosasaurus is huge, the Shonisaurus is huge, and the Megalodon is huge. And we have to make pretty sizable lagoons to make them fit in and look right. So This would bring me back to my favourite suggestion that I'd absolutely love to have, being able to make your own oceans by being able to change the depth in water and have the choice of having a lagoon or a water source. Anyways, what would be your top prehistoric fish to add into Jurassic World Evolution 3? And as always, thank you for watching. Until next time, I'll see you later.